if there was any argument to be had against Liverpool, is their fixture congestion. Now, if if Liverpool lose, they are in big trouble. Why? Because not only have they now got Man City on the tail, they've got Leicester, they've got Chelsea all on the tail. The pressure starts mounting. Now they're going through stretches where they're playing 2 games in 2 nights. I get that. That's an argument as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think my prediction is Man City is going to win. And I've got a scoreline of 2-1.
Wow. That's a really, really brave prediction, mate, considering that obviously Man City are missing Rodri, they're missing Laporte, and they're also missing their main keeper, Edison. I've got Liverpool winning it by the similar score, to be honest with yourself, 2-1.
Man City are going to win, and it's very, very simple. I'll tell you why. It's very, very easy.
Okay.
Relax. Man City have Liverpool's number. Liverpool do not play good in the bigger games. It's a fact. Eye test does not lie.
Okay.
Against Man United, for some reason, because it's a derby, and because against Man City, because it actually means something, they don't play well. Everybody else, they destroy. They take the soul out of.
Okay.
But them 2 teams, they don't play well against.
What are Barcelona then? Where do you class them? In the rankings
shaky syndrome.
Shaky syndrome.
Shaky syndrome.
Well, I've got
and one of the games, they got completely outclassed.
I've got Liverpool 100%. Why? Won that at home. At worst, Liverpool get a draw.
I'll give you that.
At best, Liverpool will win.
You talk about the missing players. They've got plenty of backups. These guys have got like 3 squads.
What, Claudio Bravo? Did you see him play in the Champions League?
Don't disrespect Claudio Bravo. That guy was #1 keeper for Barcelona for a while.
He got sent off in that game, my friend. That's going to be on his psyche.
Again,
he's not going to be able
that's a Champions League game, so it's a case of him being like, it's a one-off as well. It's his first game back. It's probably going to be nerves for him doing that.
Well, exactly.
So for him to, now he's got over that hump. He's a world-class. Well, he was a world-class keeper at one stage, and it's not like it just goes away. He's still going to be class.
Manchester City are devoid of a lot of players, and I don't care what anyone says. Sousa said earlier, well, we've got backup, we've got second string. That second string don't look nothing like what they're supposed to.
That's true, but they ain't got Matip.
Oh, they can live.
I think Matip has been their best defender this season, centre-back this season. He's been better than Van Dijk.
You think so?
I think this season, I think he's been better than Van Dijk this season. Yeah. In the Premier League.
Ooh, that's sticky.
It might sound like it, but that's the way it's been. And I watch a lot of Liverpool games.
Okay.
Anyways, in regards to Man City, Man City are a team where I don't believe that there'll ever be a case of them. They'll see this as their opportunity to strike, because they're in the. If they don't, this is it for Man City. Like, I don't want to say this is the title decider because it's way too early for that, but this is the chance for Man City to actually assert their dominance and prove why they're Premier League champions.
I think, honestly, if Man City set up with a 3-5-2, they've got them. Because then Liverpool lose their mind against a 3-5-2. They've struggled against it all season. Few games. Small sample size, but they've struggled.
In the last 28 times Man City have visited Anfield, they've won how many times? Once. History has a way of repeating itself a lot of times, my friend. I don't think Man City have got a chance this time. I think they'll put up a good fight, but I'm completely honest with you. As well as that, Jurgen Klopp is famous for being Pep's Achilles heel. If they've met 17 times, he's won 8 of those, and he's the only manager to win as much against Jurgen Klopp. No one has won as much times as Jurgen Klopp. You're also forgetting Liverpool are undefeated at home in their last sort of 50 games, I believe.
I don't believe that. Well, I do believe it as a fact, but they're undefeated because they're not really that well.
Okay, I see Liverpool coming out exactly the same way like they always do. The setup is going to be exactly the same. Sosa mentioned before that Matip is going to be injured. There's a system in place. They could slot any defender in there, including Dejan Lovren, who I don't really rate that highly, but he does slot into that team.
Yeah, I could slot into that team.
I'm not too sure.
I'm good at Sunday League.
I don't think that take is for the taking.
Listen,
I don't think that takes for the taking.
Listen. He's a weak link. When Rashford targeted him, he ran circles around him. Sterling's a better player.
Okay.
Aguero's a better player.
I feel Liverpool will take this for the taking. I believe they're going to play out from the back. They're going to use their left back and their right back, make sure they go push forward and literally get balls into Firmino, because I believe he's the glue that keeps Mane and Salah. Mane and Salah will run beside him, they'll get balls into him, and they'll expect to get 2 good goals from there.
You're predicting that Liverpool's going to have the ball. Like, Man City are not going to give up that ball. they're going to be holding that ball for dear life and they're going to be passing around it. Liverpool are going to be doing what Liverpool do, which is chase them around. That's what Liverpool do. And that's what they have been doing against big teams, because as far as setup goes, they're not about playing out from the back and do this. They chase the ball down from like the midfield onwards. So with Man City, a team that dominates possession, that's what they're going to do. They're going to stretch the team out. They're going to pass it from side to side until they see an opening. And that's when they're going to, through an eye of a needle, Kevin De Bruyne is going to get through ball into either Aguero or whoever's up front. That's how they're going to win the game.
The way Man City are going to set up, the way they're going to set up, the way they're going to approach the game, I think they're going to absolutely run circles around Liverpool.
Yeah, but
Kevin De Bruyne.
Do you know what? You're assuming that Man City are going to do what they did last year. That last year's team is not the same as this year. This year they look very, very, very shaky.
They do look shaky, but I think they'll be up for it. 100% they'll be up for it. They know for them this is a must-win game. They can't lose this game, even though there's 78 points still to be played for. Yeah. They can't lose this game.
So you don't think big match Van Dijk is going to pop up and be able to deal with him?
What's Van Dijk going to do when there's balls going past him at 30 miles an hour?
He's going to do his job.
He's not
his job. That is what he's good at.
If the ball's in the air, then yes. When they're chasing defenders, strikers from where he is, then yes. But when the ball's being passed around him, what do you expect him to do? He can't be in like 3 places at once.
He's got 3 other defenders with him.
Yeah, they're not him. They're not at his level.
I just think that Liverpool this year have come in with a completely different type of energy, which is they came out with the Sir Alex Ferguson mentality, which is keep playing right until the whistle goes, and they've come back quite a few times.
No, I'll give you that.
If Liverpool had lost games this year, even if just one, I might have said, do you know what, Man City take it. But every single game this year, they have fought to the death.
Like, Trent is a good player as in offensively. Defensively, he's okay. Robertson just runs. We found out that Matip might not be playing. So it's a case of who's going to be his partner in centre-back. You're going to have Joe Gomez. Is it going to be, is it Lovren, the so-called best centre-back in the world?
Controversial, that one. I'll give you that one.
Man City this year is for the taking. Their defense is shaky. I don't care how you put it. You're talking about Matip being injured. That's just one of 4 very, very good defenders. Man City are in a lot more bother.
Yeah, but they've got John Stones. He's not a bad defender. They've got Benjamin Mendy. They've got
who's
Angelino or Cancelo.
Yeah, but look at all these names you're mentioning.
No.
Should I be scared?
These are their players.
Should I be scared?
These are their players.
Should Mane be scared?
They got Kyle Walker.
Should Mane be scared?
Yeah.
Should Firmino be scared?
It's Man City.
If you mentioned the midfield and you mentioned the attackers, I might have batted an eye.
I don't need to mention the midfield and attackers. They mention themselves. Kevin De Bruyne, watch this hot take. Kevin De Bruyne, man of the match.
That's not a hot take.
That is a hot take.
A hot take would have been a hot take would have been Claudio Bravo scores a hat trick. That's a hot take, brother.
That's a stupid take. That's a stupid take.
So it's a case of the way that I see this game ending is Liverpool's going to be chasing Man City, and it's going to come to a point where Man City are just going to pick them apart, and it'll probably be a last-minute goal because this is what Man City do. Everything has got to be climactic with these guys. They can't just do things normally. Everything's got to be a show for them. That's what I see happening.
No, I think it's either going to be a draw.
Yeah.
Or a draw.
Oh, a draw. You don't even back your own team.
No. Don't get it twisted. Man City are going to win.
Okay.
If it's not a draw. Don't get it twisted. If you watch all of last season, Liverpool, against Man United, as I said, and against Man City is the only 2 times Liverpool didn't play the game.
Yeah.
Every other time, yes, they do that.
I know.
Absolutely. That's why I think,
honestly, not this year. But not this year. They didn't play well against Sheffield United. They haven't played well against Sheffield United. They didn't play well against Manchester United. They didn't play well against a lot of teams this year. But
they've managed to get the results.
With the results. And that's what
I think
matters.
They'll get a draw.
This game doesn't mean much as far as the grand scope of things for the league for this season. I don't see Liverpool, if they win this game, to go on to win the title, because there's so much of the league left to play. And if Man City win, then it's just a case of it's more of a race now.
The title is never decided before Christmas, in my opinion. Only one time has the title ever, the title holder been top and lost, and that was Liverpool last year. So that was very unfortunate for them. So I'll make a case in point for you. But no.
Listen, personally, let me just clarify one point here. I think the game's going to be a draw, but if I had to pick a winner, I'd pick Man City. Okay. So, it could be 4-0 Man City.
Okay.
Or it could be 0-0.
Okay.
Or it could be 2-1.
Okay, 2-1.
But either way, I think Man City's leaving with a result.
I think he will do something. I think it's more for psyche. I think if Man City win, they'd feel a lot more sort of confident going forward. They'll be thinking, you know what, we're a lot closer. We've secured the 3 points at Anfield. And I think if Liverpool win, they might start thinking, you know what, this is our season, as they always prematurely do.
So how will this affect them? How will this affect them?
How will this affect them? Mentally, I think they'll be fine. Liverpool are, serial floppers, serial divers, serial droppers. Look at Gerrard.
Slip. Okay.
Slip. Yeah, look what happened, man.
Slip.
I know they're going to mention Barcelona.
Slide.
And I'm going to get a lot of hate in the DMs and all of that, yeah. Cool. That was one time you did it. So what? Istanbul, so what? Do you know what I mean? When it matters in the Premier League for some reason, you guys forget that mentality. You don't adopt that same mentality as you do in the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? So slip. That's what it is. It's true.
Confidence in regards to Man City. If they get confidence, it's night for the league, because they're in a state where if they get that killer instinct, I know that, Aguero and Sterling have been putting in goals left, right and centre, but it's a case of if they can just put a team to bed early, like that's going to be such a boost for these guys for the rest of the season. So that's one thing I can see impacting them as far as this game goes.
If there was any argument to be had against Liverpool, is their fixture congestion. Now, if Liverpool lose, they're in big trouble. Why? Because not only have they now got Man City on the tail, they've got Leicester, they've got Chelsea all on the tail. The pressure starts mounting. Now they're going through stretches where they're playing 2 games in 2 nights. I get that. That's an argument as well.
Yeah.
But in regards to like the title race, there's so much variables for it to be a non-factor.
Yeah, no one's winning it in November.
Yeah.
It's way too early.
Just to kind of, twist the question a little bit, I think it means more to Liverpool, honestly.
Okay.
Because I think it's everything you said. Mentality, if they lose, I think mentally they'll be screwed. And you got the fixture congestion. Yeah. So I agree with you on that. But I can't see Man City leaving there with nothing. That's the thing. Because I think they know.
Not in Anfield, though.
I know they've obviously not got the best of records, but they could have won last season. They missed the 90th minute penalty. Mahrez took the penalty.
Do you know why that is?
Because Anfield.
Anfield.
They're leaving. The team bus is leaving with a point or 3 points. They're not going home with nothing, I'm telling you, man. Man City might look shaky, but they'll be
How about this?
How about
this? Do you know what, Naeem? Put your money where your mouth is. Or even better, put your chili chocolates where your mouth is. If Man City wins, I'll eat it. If Liverpool wins, you eat it on the next episode.
Yeah, I'm down. Because I really want to see you eat that chocolate. Wait. Say that again.
So if Man City wins, I eat it.
Yeah.
If Liverpool wins, you eat it. If it's a draw, let it go. It's
let Sosa and Danny eat it.
Standard.
Yeah. Yes.
If you're really that tough, and you think Man City are going to break the... I am not having no chili chocolate in my life. Guys, we hope you liked the episode. Please like, subscribe, share, do the thing.
Honestly, we've had so much fun recording this podcast. We've had to stop it for a few minutes just to get laughing out of our system. But there's still some there. But we hope you enjoyed this video. We've got a whole host of great videos coming out this week, so be sure to
And it's international break next week, so challenges galore. Yeah, has to be. Hate international break. Hate it. Anyway, we'll be back next week.
Peace.